morning, everybody. How are you doing on this kind of dreary day? We're going to be getting some unfortunately cold weather, but Miss Jill looked at the weather forecast ahead, and I think once we get through this week, it's going to be beautiful. Fingers crossed. All right, so this week our stories on Wednesday were about long and short and big and tall. So we are going to be measuring things today using our Legos. So all you need, make sure you just have the same shape Lego. It doesn't have to be the short ones like I have here. They're all different sizes. If you have more of these longer ones, just make sure they're all the same size, because when you're measuring, if they're different sizes, it's going to be very confusing for the kids. So we need some Legos. I have a bunch here. Okay, you need a piece of paper, okay, and I'll explain to you in a little bit how and why we're going to be setting it up that way. And then we need some things that we're going to be measuring. Okay, so because measuring with the Legos, it's not like measuring with a ruler. You're not going to have the same exactness to it, so just keep that in mind. So on your sheet, you're going to want 3 columns. You're going to want 1 to write the item down, these individual items, 1 for a prediction column so that you and your child can think ahead what you think might be the number of Legos that will measure up to the item, and then you're going to have a column for actual. So here's how our columns look. You're going to have the item, a prediction, and the actual. So the items that I have here, I have one of the books that I read on Wednesday. Okay, I have a pen. I have a puzzle, which we are going to be measuring this way. You could also measure it here, but I figured we'd measure it this way. And then I have my water bottle. Okay, so our first item is the book, and just as an example, you look at that book and you think, maybe that's going to be 10 Legos tall. So you can write 10 there. And maybe you look at that puzzle and you think, maybe that'll be 3 Legos. And maybe this pen will be 5 Legos. And maybe that water bottle, this water bottle here, maybe that'll be 12 Legos. All right, so now we have our predictions all written down. So that's when it will be time for the kids to take their Legos. And you can start out in small, you can start out as one long tube. All right, and then you just put them together and you see. All right, so that puzzle is 3. Oh, look at that, Miss Jo was right. So our prediction was correct. Okay, and the book, so let's see how many Legos it will take for our book. All right, there's a lot of Legos here. Let's see. All right, so it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Legos for the book. All right, so you do that, and then you write down the number. And obviously, parents, most of you are going to be writing down those numbers for your children. The younger ones, you know, some of them are working on numbers, but it's a very new task for them. So that's something that parents, you can do with your kids and have a lot of fun with that. You can measure anything in the house. The kids will just want to take those Legos everywhere. It'll keep them occupied for a little bit, and it will teach them counting and predicting and measuring. All fantastic tasks getting ready for those school years. So our craft today, I'm just going to use the back of my paper that I wrote the other things down on. All right, and I cut some long strips out of construction paper, and then some short strips out of construction paper. So the kids can very easily take these strips and make any kind of picture they want. Here, Miss Jill's gonna do one real quick. I don't have any glue here at the house, but I will show you real quick what I'm gonna be making. All right, and the kids, even if it's not an actual picture, maybe it's just gluing and pasting and learning about how to put things together. It doesn't have to be an actual object that they make a picture of, but they can use those long strips and the short strips to make a beautiful piece of artwork, maybe for Mother's Day. Might be a good grandmother for a grandmother. Nice card. I'm sure any of your family members would really appreciate that. And the kids always love doing crafts. It's fun working with different colors and seeing what they're going to come up with. Everybody's artwork is different, and it's all beautiful. It's better to be different. When you're doing crafts, I always like to see what kids are going to come up with. I try not to give, we always have an example, but the beauty is when they come up with these creative little tidbits that they want to put on their artwork. It shows a lot of creativity and imagination when they do that. All right, so at in the comments section of this video, I will be putting the link to the PBS Kids measurement game, which is just another way to extend the learning about long and short and measuring that we've been doing this week. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. I hope you have a fantastic day on Sunday, and hopefully we'll be seeing you soon. All right, see you later, kids. Bye-bye.